Hey guys, so I just going to do a little video just demonstrating a little cool feature of the MyFly Dream autopilot. I got my DVR working again. There was a little loose connection, so I had to resolder the wires and whatnot on the RCA jack, but on the 2.5 millimeter, the little 4-pole plug that goes into the DVR, and I use the ready-made RC one, which is same as the BEV RC or the FPV Japan one. So I'm just going to show a little cool feature with the setting up waypoints, and you can do it within the do it at the field or whatnot. There's no having to do it and save it and whatnot, and hopefully it works when you're ready to do it at the field. You can set it up at the field. So I'll just we'll just get into it. I'll just hold that for a sec, and we'll get into our menu. So now we can use the elevator and the aileron stick and scroll through our settings or whatnot. So we'll come down to waypoints, and you have to activate. So I already have 4 activated, but I'm just going to come down because I actually did this last night, and I reset my DVR when I was troubleshooting, and forgot I had the mic set to external. So I did the full video, and only to realize that it wasn't recording my voice. So I'm just going to clear all. Okay. So we'll come back up. Alright, so waypoint 1, we'll come over and we'll activate it, and then we'll hit right again. And with the MyFly Dream, you have 2 channels. You have to use 2 channels. A 2-position switch, which gets you out of the menu, which I did not mean to do. Sorry about that. So hang on, bear with me. Alright, so we're back into our menu. So channel 5, you leave it on. To get out of the menu, you just flip the channel 5, the 2-position switch off. And the 3-position switch, you have it always down, controls your distance. So you can see here our distance is coming up on 400 meters, but if you want to change the altitude, you take channel 6 and you put it in the middle position, and now we can change our altitude. Okay, so we'll just add 150 meters, and you can use the throttle stick to as a zoom. Okay, so we'll put our channel 6. We want to go over to our distance, so we'll turn our channel 6 off. Just say we want to do a 2-kilometer radius around our home position. Our home position would be obviously in the center here, if you can, right here. So we're just going to come out, and we'll do like a 2-kilometer clockwise radius around. And to use the throttle, you don't need to be, you can be in either the altitude mode or the distance option. So we're just going to come out, we'll go, it's close enough, 2,027 meters, it's 2 kilometers. So we'll go with here. And to get out of this now, we'll save this. We just put our throttle 0. It's going to zoom in, and just hit the right, and you hit you use your yaw. So you put your throttle back down, and you just yaw to the left, and it'll get back to this menu here. We'll come down to our second waypoint. We'll come over to the right with our aileron stick, and we'll push up to activate it with our elevator. And we are on number 2. So I'm just going to zoom out here so we can see. And we're going to put our second waypoint 2 kilometers out this way from home. Okay, so roundabouts. Alright, So you don't need to lower. You can just, if you're whatever zoom position you're in, you can just put it to the left on your rudder. Use our aileron to get back over. We'll come down. We'll go back over to the right. We'll push up to activate it, and right again to get in. And I forgot to change our altitude, but looks like they are all at 150 meters, which is fine. This is just for demonstration. I'll show you. We'll come over, come down a little bit more, and so it doesn't have to be overly precise. There is good enough. We'll come over, come down, come back over to the right. We'll activate the fourth one, and we'll put this one down here so it's a little bit further. Like that. And so, oops, sorry, activate that one. So I'm just going to make sure that, yeah, the fourth one is still there. So we'll get out. So we have actually 10 waypoints that we can choose. So it's actually pretty cool. So if I want it to come down, and let's see something here. We're going to put our fifth one. We'll put our fifth one. Say we'll come around our 4 o'clock clockwise. Come around, and once we hit our fourth one, say if we wanted to do see, you can see over here on our far right the heading. So pretty much this is due north. So we can really zoom out. Like right now we're at 5.5 kilometers on our distance. So we can keep going and zoom right out. So we're at 12.5, 13. So if we wanted to do a 15 kilometer straight run, I mean full throttle, our distance we can go, this is 43 kilometers. And then it changes. You can see we're up to 50 kilometers. So we can keep going. It's 110 kilometers, but yeah, if you want to just do a full waypoint, we'll bring her back in. If we want to do a 10 kilometer straight run, we could. And just if we just wanted to go out and come back, we could set our number 1 out there, and then our number 2 midways back or whatnot, or we can just set 1, and when we go out it would turn around and come back to home. Because I believe if it had to do like to number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4, once it hits number 4, I think it just goes to number 1 again. It'll just keep doing its pattern until you go into the return to home. Let's see. So we're just going to yaw out of this. Okay. And just going to save this. Stabilize our 3 position switch needs to be in the middle, which is our channel 6 for me. I'm just going to save to model 1. Save. Needs to be, okay, now it's in the middle. It tells you that it needs to be in the middle, so save. Okay, so I'm just going to get out of our menu, and with our channel 6, our 3 position switch all the ways down, we are in, as you can see, waypoint mode. So now we're just in manual mode, and come up to the 3 position, we're in stabilized, and then we come into waypoint. You can see the throttle acts as a zoom, as like just an overlay radar, and you can see the number 1 flashing. So this is just the waypoint that we want to go to, And as you can see now, we can zoom in or zoom out. And if I want to go to number 2, just use our aileron. You can see that's kind of behind the splashing there. And if I want to go back to number 1, you just use the aileron to the left. So if we want to go to number 2, once it gets to number 2, and we can manually pick basically what one we want to go to. You see here number 5 is way out there. That's it. So if we want to go to number 5, so on and so forth. So basically that is all there is to it for setting up a few waypoints. It's a pretty cool feature that you can do within a few minutes sitting at the field, and take off, put it in waypoint mode, and let it do its thing. And it will totally autonomous. You won't have to set the throttle or anything. It'll maintain whatever pre-configured throttle setting you have, which default is 50 kilometers, which is pretty good. So anyways guys, I appreciate you watching, and as always, give a thumbs up, and talk to you later.